Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new and not subscribed, I'm Kayla Bame, and you should really think about subscribing to my channel because the bestest things in the world happen when you do that. So, subscribe. For today's video, if you didn't know, I am obsessed with paint pouring. Once I got into paint pouring, I just couldn't stop, okay? I have spent so much money on paint for paint pouring, and supplies for paint pouring, and canvases for paint pouring. It's crazy, okay? Because I already have so much paint, so now I have even more paint, and if I thought it was a problem before, it's definitely a problem now. I have too much paint, but I think the last paint pouring video I did, I was doing like advanced techniques, okay? I'm not an advanced paint pourer. I'm definitely a beginner paint pourer, and I was watching this advanced video of some lady who had been paint pouring for years, okay? So they didn't come out as good as hers or like I wanted them to, so I decided I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna try an easier paint pouring technique and try my luck with that, okay? So apparently there's a technique called the Dutch pour, and it's supposed to be kind of easy, on the easier side. So I'm going to be trying that out today with different colors and kind of like different patterns and see if these paint pours come out better. Okay, when I look up Dutch pour, they always look super cool. So I want to be cool too. So I tried it, okay? Let's do it.
Okay friends, for this first pour, I'm just using a black, but this is a special black that I created myself. It was just the regular black color that I got from Craftsmart, and I mixed it with water. I think the way that I mixed it, it was like 75% paint, 25% water. I don't know if this is a good mixture or not. This is just what I did. So to start this pour off, I did a little circle of my watered down black paint. Then for the colors, I used tropical blue, lavender, and gray. And then I started pouring my colors directly on top of my black circle and then layering it like that. The video that I watched, she didn't pour any of the paint into a cup first. This is the way that she did it. So that's what I did. I did the little black circle and then just started layering my colored circles on top of one another like this. The next thing she did in the video was pour black on top of everything that she just did. I'm not entirely sure why, but I was just following the video exactly the way she was doing it, and this is what she did, so that's what I did. Then she was spreading all of the black paint across the canvas, so I did that too. I spread the paint out all over the canvas until the canvas was completely black. Then I went back with more of my colored paint and did the little circle technique again, just putting more paint on the canvas. Something that I realized with the Dutch pours is that you need a ton of paint and a lot of paint underneath, like the black, because we're gonna blow it with a blow dryer, so then it's all gonna come through, you know? And then this was the super fun part. I didn't have the little blow dryer that they had for paint pouring. It had like a cool little tip that made the paint spread further. I was just using a regular hair dryer, the blow dryer that we use for our hair, because that's the only thing that I had available, but I think it worked. So I just went where the paint clump was with all the colors and just started blow drying it across the canvas, and it started doing some cool things. And this was the finished product for the first one. Super cool, am I right? Now for the next pour, I used a white, the same mixture I did for the black. Instead of doing a circle, I did a squiggle. And for my colors, I used vivid orange, chartreuse, and lemon. And for this pour, I just followed the little squiggle with each color. So the first color I did was orange. I copied the squiggle I did with white. Then I went on to do chartreuse and lemon. Same squiggle, kind of overlapping each other, kind of not. I don't think it really matters. So I was just going crazy with the squiggles, you know? And then after I squiggled all the colors, I outlined the whole thing with the watered down black paint. And I kind of put more black paint around the outside, just so when I would blow dry it, the paint had somewhere to move, if that makes any sense. With a lot of these Dutch pours that I saw on YouTube, they always put extra black or white paint around the outside of the colors, just so I think the paint can move around, because I think it's easier for the paint to splatter if there's more black and white paint around the outside. That's just my theory, I don't know, this was just super fun, okay? Here's me blow drying this piece. This one ended up being my favorite piece. I'm not going to tell you why. If you can guess why this one was my favorite piece, leave that in the comments down below. And for my final Dutch pour, I used True Red, Sky Blue, and Pink. So this one started off with a colored squiggle. It didn't start off with black and white like the other two. Again, I was just copying a video. I'll link the video in the description down below, the one that I was following. But this is what she did. So I started with a red squiggle, then a pink squiggle, and then a sky blue squiggle. These squiggles, I noticed that she didn't really mix. So as you can see, I put the pink on top and then I followed with the sky blue on the bottom, and I wasn't mixing the colors. So I don't know if that matters, but that's what she did. So then I put the little outline of black. It's kind of like a whole circle of black around the color. This is a total Dutch pour thing. I don't know what it does. It just works. So I did it, okay? And then for some reason, she did a little squiggle of white. I didn't see the white a lot in my piece. I mean, I think it kind of came up, but it wasn't that prevalent. So, I don't know. But after she blow dried it a little bit, she put more black around the outside, and this was a great idea. A lot of paint pourers do this. They take a popsicle stick and they spread the paint over the canvas and around all the edges so it's completely covered. I didn't even think about doing this, but a lot of paint pourers do it, and yeah, it's a great idea, just to spread the paint on the entire canvas. It's genius. And then, of course, to finish off this pour, I blow dried it. This is probably one of the easiest techniques that I found. It's definitely beginner friendly because I was able to do it, so that's how you know. I'm not an advanced paint pourer at all. Hopefully I can start doing more advanced stuff, but this one for sure was actually made for beginners, and you can tell because all the pieces came out really cool. So if you want to try paint pouring, this is a good one to try for your first time. And there is the last piece. Another one that looks super cool.
Alright, that is it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave in the comments down below what you thought of my paint pours. I really liked this technique. I think I pulled it off pretty well. I liked all three of the ones that I did. It was super easy. Okay, not as hard as it was the last time. This was definitely beginner friendly, at least I think so. because they came out super cool looking. So let me know what you thought of my paint pours, and let me know if you're enjoying these paint pouring videos, because I enjoy doing them. So if you enjoy watching them, I'll keep making them. But I'll see you guys back here next time.